Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Portland Trailblazers here at their home, Moda Center. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Well, Brian, the Blazers have had some bold moves to create flexibility and go younger. Anthony Simons said, "We've been very resilient and we're sticking with it. All tied together, feeding off of each other, playing free, playing loose, playing hard. And that's all we need." Guys, back to you.
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thanks a lot. All right, a chance to check out stats for Norman Powell.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. And for the Trailblazers, the forwards, Hart and Grant. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's George. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Out to the right wing. Grant in the post. He's working on Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Leonard. Up and in from the low block.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Nurkic up top. Back to Simons. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Leonard against Hart. Morris sets a screen. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Simons. 15 in his last outing. Shots blocked. George outside. Spins. Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Nurkic with the ball, guarded by Morris. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Simons.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
George passes to Zubac. Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. But the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
Now here's Jackson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Zubac with a screen on Simons. Jackson pass to Zubac. The shot's good.
Well, there's playmaking ability and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Jackson against Simons. Buries it down low.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Now here's Leonard. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Yep, count it.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And it's Simons missing. The Clippers in the lead.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. To the right side. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Morris. And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at a young age.
Now here's Simons. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. Off the left rim and out.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Morris sets a screen for 3. George. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Sharp. George defending. Here's Simons. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Morris. Jackson for 3. Portland grabs the miss. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Morris outside. Now here's George. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. It's all tied up in Portland. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
10. The Clippers, 10.
Oh no, Jason made another one.
Badger Trailblazers use the
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Nasir Little out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Johnson in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Picked by Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, unafraid of the close interior defense. That's a good job by Norman Powell, sacrificing a bit.
Norman Powell taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, and with the exception of his rookie year, they've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Eubanks. Outside Hart. Eubanks the screen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
The officials were right on top of that one.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Wall, no good.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Here's Little, covered by Covington. Eubanks. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question, he is elite, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Hart. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist by Wall.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Here's Eubanks, guarded by Batum. Back to Johnson. Outside Hart. Let's go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now Powell. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Picked by Covington. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Pass to Hart. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Eubanks. It's not going to go for him. Batum with the defensive effort. Wall with it. Covington, a screen on Johnson. Ball for 3. Drills it from deep. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game.
Out to the right wing. The kick out to Johnson. Eubanks the screen. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A big group substitution here for Portland. Nurkic has checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Little. Sharp, he's checked in for Hart. And Simon has subbed in for Johnson. Zubac passes to Jackson. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Jackson's gotten his first points in this one.
Really silky smooth touch from Reggie.
For Portland, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Simon's showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Watford's checked in for Portland.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Morris sets a screen. Lets it go from 14. George, no good. Portland trailing here. Grant, the pass to Simons. Back to Grant. 1:14 left to play in the first half. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Leonard passes to George. Jackson with it. He's covered by Simons. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket on the night.
Good work down low from the 6'2" Reggie Jackson. Not bashful.
Here's Simons using his post moves to get the 2 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Here's Nurkic. It's deflected. Leonard against Simons. Here's Leonard. With 1 on the clock. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
Thanks so much, guys. Sue, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves on offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Take a look at Portland. They've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got to tinker with the team until they find that championship recipe.
Moving on. In that first half of basketball, things are looking pretty good for the Clippers.
Listen, right now their offense reminds me of a big old great buffet with balance running smoothly, and they're serving a barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese and cornbread and coleslaw and a diet soda.
And I'm sure you'll be looking for some dessert in the second half, big fella.
Ooh, some banana pudding would hit the spot right now.
Oh, you're telling me. Ooh,
I like me some good banana pudding.
Ooh, hot apple pie for me.
Yeah, I like that too. A little peach cobbler.
Ooh, stop it.
Yeah, I like that too.
And don't forget that brownie with that ice cream and that hot fudge and that cheesecake. Oh, man.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Anthony Simons. He's been playing really well.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Simons passes to Grant. Over Morris, and Grant gets it to go. The Clippers in the lead. George outside, pass to Jackson. Now Zubac. Nurkic with some nice D.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. Leonard outside. He shoots. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Nurkic a screen on Leonard. Hart finds Nurkic. Here's Sharp, defended by Jackson. Sharp, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Jackson, pass to George. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Here's Nurkic. Portland again missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Now here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Leonard. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Timeout called, Portland. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant. Wenslow's checked in for Sharp. And it's Johnson in for Simons. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Wall in for Jackson. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Oh, man.
Oh!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Portland. Batum with a screen on Hart. Powell for 3. Rebounded by Winslow.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now here's Hart. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Little. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. It's off to Utah after this one, where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Eubanks inside, guarded by Batum. Here's Johnson. Here for you now, a list of some of the NBA's do-it-all men, the top rebounding small forwards over the previous 10 games. Josh Hart on top.
There's some good rebounders at the small forward position. He's extraordinary on the glass.
The first free throw is good. For the Clippers, Kennard, he's checked in for Batum, and it's Mann in for Paul George. That one's no good.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said, we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. And the Blazers making a change here. Watford's checked in. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Wall. Covington passes to Wall. Powell for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Pass to Eubanks. Up and over Kennard. The shot by Eubanks, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wall. Blocked! Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Hart. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Wall. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Trailblazers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a pick. From 13, Leonard pulls down the board. From deep three-point range. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Little in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And Simons has great confidence in shooting that 3 ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Grant. Nurkic a screen on Morris. Grant the pass to Nurkic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great to get Nurkic involved in the pick and roll, and he can be deadly as a roll man.
Here's Jackson going inside. Here's Zubac. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Simons finds Grant. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's George. From down in the low post, it goes.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, a polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Grant. To the middle. And a strong finish with two hands.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Here's an 8-footer, and the Clippers again with a bucket.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
Pass to Graham. Back to Simons. No luck on that one. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Now George. Down low. Here's Zubac. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Simons outside. Shoots over Jackson. Nurkic tips it back in. Nurkic just got 4 this quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
It's George on the wing. Banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Could come down the selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over.
With your Blazer dancer.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, "It's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win?" He's laying down the challenge.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Simons. Pass to Graham. Soft touch off the glass. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, when he gets into the paint and he starts to get hungry, he goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
Zubac, screen. Leonard with the ball. Double team on Leonard. Now here's George. Puts up a 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
To the inside, Grant sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Down low. Pulls up. And again, it's Jeremy Grant.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Zubac.
Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
Jeremy Grant came into the league as a defensive specialist, just really long and gangly, but after leaving Philly, he thrived as a role player on both the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Jackson with it. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this win up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Baring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.